Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about evaluating RAG application. So let's check out a use case which I was having earlier. I had a RAG application which actually recommends you any travel places. Let's say if you say if you want to like visit Boston, it'll give you recommendations any places near Boston. So I had a data set, something like this. So each like we have like what city we're talking about and some description about it, and then the activities of sightseeing, how long it's going to take to visit this. So we're focusing on like how the results are, as it's not just numerical output. It's really hard for us to understand the accuracy or any precision or any other metrics that the outputs are and like the response is all about. So we're going to focus on understanding few metrics. So right now I'm focusing on faithfulness, answer relevance, context precision, recall, entity recall, similarity, correctness, and harmfulness. So I'll just tell you like what kind of scores I got and what kind of improvements I've done. So just to give you a brief about what these metrics are, answer relevance is measuring how relevant the answer is to the question we asked, and also making sure that if at all there is no data that's in the database, it has to show. Can you please ask a question that's relevant to traveling? Similarly, precision and recall are all same, and yeah, entities are nothing but uh, it's like trying to understand the names, places, something like that, like the named entity recognition kind of entities. And similarity is also nothing but whether seeing like whether the answer is similar to the data we had. And also correctness, like how correct answer we are generating. Let's say if you're asking about the time taken, we have to give the time taken, but not anything else. Harmfulness is nothing but anything that's irrelevant, which conveys any bad words or harmful content. If you see the scores here, the recall is little low, and the harmfulness is 0, which is a good sign. And we have answer relevance 65 and answer correctness 56%. We're trying to see if we can make any improvements to this score so that we can improve the performance of our RAG application. So let's focus on the evaluation part. So I'm using RAGAS. Um, so here we are trying to see if we can use any techniques to improve the performance. So the scores I've showed on screen before are the one that's generated from this. Um, so here, what I do is like I use all the metrics from Ragas, and then I make a data frame of the all the retrieved scores and metrics I get, and then I put them here. So this is how it looks like. So like I said, our focus is on improving any a couple of the metrics. What I'm trying to do is uh, we're trying to do context retrieval enhancement. So it's to improve the context retrieved by using BM25 algorithm to retrieve the top 3 relevant context for each query. So we're trying to ensure a broader and more accurate set of context to consider. And then context re-ranking. So whatever the context we get, we're trying to do a re-ranking step to select the most relevant context from the top 3 contexts given. So this will help us actually give us a better results uh, over the previous ones we get. And then answer generation optimization. Update the prompts for the Google Generative AI to to explicitly include the context in the question. So this structures will help us for the model or for the RAG to generate more precise answers. And then we're also trying to do some post processing. So we are using some simple rule-based post processing steps. For example, some bell with a freedom trial to or something like this, like a correction in case if it is trying to understand it wrong. This is just an example problem because it's the most commonly seen. It's just a data set specific. We can it sometimes it is okay to add these kind of rules, but then if it's really huge and document kind of a data, this might not be a recommended approach. But since it's our recommendation system, it's a totally different use case. So and also we're trying to evaluate all the comprehensive metrics I've shown before. And let me show you the scores. So if you could see here, the answer with these improvements, the answer relevance has improved from 65 to 83%, and then the correctness has improved from 56 to 68, which is a decent kind of a score improvement with just a small changes. And then what we are trying to conclude is that uh, these implemented improvements gave us a significant enhancement in metrics. Especially, there was a notable difference in these two. Um, these were just driven by better context retrieval and re-ranking, as well as optimizing the answer and post-processing. This will tell us the importance of these components in the overall performance in the RAG system. And then for future scope, we can also do a feedback loop. Like for example, if we give like a feedback, like a thumbs up or did you like the response we have given, and the user can actually click on something, and we can that feed to a system. So continuous usage of the system will definitely improve the performance of the application. So yeah, this is all about it. And the readme and the code base is everything is available in this repository. Yeah, thank you for watching.